Hello there, everybody. Welcome back, and I'm so happy to finally be doing another review, traditional review, because I know it's been a good minute. And this one's going to be on the new Marvel Studios special presentation, Werewolves by Night. Now, the main premise of this is that it's in black and white. It takes place, presumably, a good amount of time ago. I'm not exactly sure of the exact time setting, but a bunch of monster hunters gathered together to honor the leader of their organization who has died, and to decide who's going to take over, that leadership. They have to, take down this big monster, and that's the most I want to get into with that, because I don't want to dive into spoilers, because I'm technically labeling it as a movie review, and a lot of critics I see and a lot of people who talked about it said that as well. But it's less than an hour. It's clocks in about a little over 50 minutes, and I couldn't really say it was a show, and I didn't want to put special presentation because I like to put it in a category, because I was debating on that, but I looked to see what other people were doing to see how I should do it. So I'll count it as a movie, because it's only one thing. There isn't multiple episodes or anything, so I'll count it as a movie review. Now, with all that aside, how does it stand up? Because Marvel, the past last year and this year, has been iffy, I'd say, because my main concern and critiques with Marvel at the moment, I still love Marvel, I'm still a big fan, is that they put out so much content, and it feels like the creators of said content aren't able to really have the time and necessity for it to, be as good as it could be, along the fact that it feels like they're throwing so much out there. And one of the main appeals that people love about Marvel was, how does it connect? How does it tie into the overall, story that they're telling? And with more stuff that they announced at, the Comic-Con and then D23, and then more stuff that's been coming out, it's like, holy shit, let's calm down, guys. And Werewolves by Night it does what it does, and in its best way possible, which is, I'm positive it's like standalone, no cameos, no people coming in, and all that sort of hoopla. How it said is, this is the first of many special presentations that they want to do, and it just feels like just Marvel having fun with what Marvel is. Characters that are obscure and not well known, based off comics, and they just told a good old-fashioned story that's concealed in its own, and it doesn't have to feel the weight of everything around it and how does it tie in and all that, because I feel like this is just its own thing. We aren't going to see these characters again, and maybe we don't need to, because the story, there's some stuff left open at the end, but the story feels really well contained, and it was great. I had a phenomenal time watching this, and I was really impressed with how it is. It might be, I wouldn't say it's the best thing of Marvel since this, I guess you could say, Phase 4 era and and beyond, since after the delay of over a year, they started putting stuff out again. Since then, with all the stuff being thrown at the wall, I think this is one of, if not maybe the best. I need to think about it, but it's up there in terms of how good it is. And being the directorial debut, I believe, for Michael Giacchino, who was known as a musical composer, who's basically done a ton of great musical work. Like, he did a lot of Pixar movies, he's done Disney movies, I think he did Star Wars as well. I believe he was the one who did Rogue One, and he's done this, of course, the Spider-Man theme for the Tom Holland trilogy. So he's done a lot of good stuff, and I believe he also did those recent Star Trek movies. So he's done a bunch of stuff, and to see him, because he's always wanted to try directing, but he's obviously good, successful, and he likes doing the scores for movies. So we wanted to give this a shot. Marvel, since he's been loyal to them and he's worked with them for a lot of movies, they decided to give him the chance, and I think he hit it out of the park, because a lot of course he does the score here, and it's terrific, but the cinematography is great. I love the stylistic choice, because it's basically paying homage to those monster type horror movies from the 30s and 40s, like the Sea Creature, Dracula, Frankenstein. It pays homage to that, and obviously it's on a werewolf here, but it has that Marvel spin to it, and it was just a really enjoyable special presentation, the performances throughout the cast, and there isn't that many, and the side characters don't get that much to do, but like the main, I'd say characters, like the main ones who you follow throughout, do really good jobs. The effects and all was really good, especially with the creatures. Like the, what is it called? The creature that they're going after is practical. It isn't CGI. And there might be some shots that are CGI, but a lot of it is practical. And again, that's always good to commemorate because we do love to see that. And I just had a good time with it. I liked how it played out. I like the simplicity of it because it's just a one and done. But I kind of want to watch it again. It just has a lot going for it. And this was not on my radar at all, but it's really up there in terms of quality. There could be a nitpick or two that I might have with it, being as once you start watching it, you realize it's predictable in a way about how it plays out. Like you kind of have a feeling you know what's going to happen. But that, even with that, I still think they executed it really well. And it didn't have to be some grand thing, but it was really special. I had a lot of fun with this. And with all that said, those are my thoughts on Werewolf by Night. Again, thank you all so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. And if you want to hit the subscribe button and the bell as well to get notified when I upload, that would mean a lot. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!